Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. In the last episode, we got Marinel's pendant charged up by the Mammon Machine, which made it even more similar to Shala's. After which, we proceeded to make our way into the Royal Throne Room, and we encountered the Queen Psychopath herself, Queen Zeal, along with the Prophet, and Dalton, and Shala. Unfortunately, we weren't going to get very much further than that, because as soon as we stepped into the room, the Prophet kind of threw us under the bus there and said that we were there to just wreck everything. So the Queen had Dalton try to stop us, and he summoned up the optional boss fight of Golem, which for the most part took up all of last episode just because of how hard that fight is. But we managed to pull through, we kicked its ass, and then we were essentially detained. Like, they just decided to stop us right then and there. Too powerful for us. So we got thrown into prison, and Shala set us free. Unfortunately, the Prophet came and was going to kill us. Somehow she managed to stop him. Connection there, I bet. Either way, so the Prophet made us take him to the hole that we had come out of, the gate, and then he sealed it up as he threw us into it. Unfortunately, he had Shala seal it up himself, rather. So now we are trying to find the Wings of Time, which was directed to us by the old man at the end of time. And he directed us here. So, without further ado, let us proceed. Just gonna get things ready real quick. And then here we go. The pendant begins to glow. You who have opened the door. I am Balthasar, the Guru of Reason, and formerly of the Kingdom of Zeal. I was cast into this era by a great disaster which befell our land. Much to my surprise, I have learned that the creature Lavos was not a product of our age. Far from it. It seems like the being fell from the sky in a bygone age, burrowing deep into the planet's core. There, he began to feed upon its energy, growing ever stronger. Ooh. We actually got to see that happen in the prehistoric era, when Lavos fell. Lavos' form was revealed briefly when he was summoned forth by a mighty wizard by the name of Magus in the year 600. We also saw that. We fought him at that exact moment. In the year 1999, Lavos emerged to claim the surface. Now he has taken the place I've named Death Peak as his throne, or nest, as it may well be. His miniature spawn now flow from the mountaintop, an avalanche of death. Lavos is a parasite of gargantuan proportions whose host is the planet itself. Yeesh, that is kinda nightmarish. Trapped here, I endeavor to continue my study and observation of Lavos, but I believe the end draws near. Maintaining one's sanity is an endeavor in and of itself in an age such as this. An endeavor I fear may be futile. So, before my mind is lost forever, I have decided to leave these records of my knowledge behind, along with my greatest invention. Ever did I long to return home, and toil endlessly in search of a way. But as I neared the completion of my research, so did I near the end of my days. I have grown old and frail, and so I leave it in your hands, you who have opened the way. Take hold the reins of time, and let all of the people of this planet's past and future join as one. Then, only then, you just may be able to stop Lavos. You have little chance of success, but even a little chance is still a chance. You who have opened the door, the fate of the world is in your hands. Open now the final door and claim what awaits you, my last and greatest work, the Wings of Time. The pendant begins to glow. God, I love this game so much, guys. That's right. Don't just click on it. You gotta go up to the top. This must be Balthasar's invention. Wow, this is amazing. Which end do you suppose is the front? And so we go like that, and then we go down. And there's the cybernetic new with the seats. Seems like he recovered from his memory error. Scared you, didn't I? It's me, Balthazar. I copied my memory into this thing. What do you think? Precious, isn't he? Anyway, there's something I need to explain. Namely, how to transcend time. Press the button to display the time gauge, and then use the other buttons to select an error. Ah, yes. Before you go, why don't you give a name to my time machine? And Chrono, ever the silent but surely brilliant person, decides to name the Wings of Time the Epoch. Or Epic, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Well then, hop aboard! Instructions for the time machine are as follows. Display the time gauge. Select destination and time. Board disembark or activate the time warp. End of message. Take off or get off. And so we're going to take off. We're going to go to the end of time. And of course, there is a cutscene for this as well. Ah, he's so eager. That one was really short. Yeah! Interdimensional travel at warp speed! The Epic is capable of this? And so here we are at the end of time. Hey! He has something to say. Interesting. So he actually completed his Wings of Time. At the cost of his own life, no less. Why not put those wings to good use and pay a visit to the ancient magic kingdom? And of course, he's going to dispense with the advice again. We're going to restore our stats. And then save. Now, we could immediately go, back. But no, there's things I need to show you guys. Shouldn't take too long, but we need to wrap up a particular story as well. So we're gonna go back to the future. Marty, we have to come back to the future! Okay, I believe now we talk to him. Okay, no. Is it this way? No. Oh, well, there's a thing I still need to pick up. Magic capsule. Okay, I can't quite wrap up his story just yet, it seems. But that is a story that we can wrap up eventually. So let's go ahead and take off. We don't want to go there. What we do want to is go here, though. There are quite a few places that we want to visit first. We want to come back into the magic cave. Okay, that shouldn't have happened. But we just picked up a magic ring. Okay. Again, that wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe that just happens. Not sure. This is a new thing that we can do. but we are definitely not strong enough for it. That is an optional thing entirely. Okay. What we want to do is we want to go to the Elder's house and talk to these. There we go. Remove the item? No. See, these chests that I showed you at the very beginning of the game, they react to this item. We don't want to touch them yet. We just want to like have them react. I believe there is another set somewhere else. Could be wrong though. I want to say it's up here. I'm right. Haha. The one that's been handed down for generations. No, we don't want to. Now, I want to say that there are more, but for the life of me, I wouldn't be able to remember where they are. Because the one in the Magic Cave is the one that I could have sworn, you know, activated. But no, it just gave us the magic ring. We didn't get a choice in the matter. Kind of weird. Okay. So, we're gonna travel to the present. Remember this place with the greedy ass mayor? Mayor. Okay. White vest upgraded and we obtained the white plate. Black vest upgraded, got the black plate. See, it's a little trick that a lot of people didn't catch on to, but you can upgrade the items by finding them in the past, activating them with the pendant, and then going into the future and picking them up then. It's such a brilliant little device. Oh, God. Wait, did I want to go here? No. Not the Mayor's Manor. Especially not the Tutorial Manor. The generational one. Blue vest, blue plate. Now, I know there are more, but I cannot remember them right off the bat. But I have to check a thing by jumping into this vortex. Okay. Now, if you remember, there was a chest in here as well. Just a little further in. We have to go this way anyway, so it's not too much of a big deal. Is it gone? No, it's not gone. Barrier ring. Okay then. There was something else in here. What in the world? Speed ring! Magic, defense, and speed rings. Interesting. I know for sure that there are other boxes. In fact, there might be one in the castle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the castle. Let's go to Luca's house. Luca. Oh, perfect timing! Obtained a Tabin suit. Another great invention just completed. The ultimate in defense for my beautiful daughter. Pick up a whole bunch of new items that should keyword, make it easier for us. Okay, yeah, there are more items. There's the items in the forest, and there might be an item in the castle. Okay. With all this time travel nonsense, it's easy to get lost and confused, especially with the optional items. So, gonna just hop back to the Middle Ages again. This is a lot quicker than doing the gates. I'm sure you've noticed by now. Real quick, I'm gonna check if Fiona has any items. Fiona does not have items. Okay. So So we're just going to knock out the chest in the forest. Okay. Is it down here? No. But there's these monsters right here. Why not? They're not gonna trouble us any to fight them. We're way too strong for them. Okay, that's said and done. Okay. Shouldn't be much. We want to go over here, because the chest is right here. Oh, nope. Okay. Just give it to us, why don't you? Interesting. Okay. Ooh, wait. I just realized. Okay. Our victory is owed to you. You served us well, but I cooked the meal. Speaking of cooking, I have a mind to prepare a victory feast. Something truly spectacular to celebrate the Fiend Lord's defeat. We never did talk to them after we won the war. I'll see that generations come to know the name of Chrono. Sure. You're alive! Who has sustained heavy casualties, but thanks to you, our battle is won. Now we must all work together to rebuild. If there is any way this kingdom might repay its debt to you, I shall see it done. But we need to take Frog here to talk to them as well. I just remembered that we will not be able to go into the castle until later. But there is still a chest here. So we might as well charge it. Just so we don't have to come back and do it. I mean, we're gonna have to come back here again anyway, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So now that that is said and done, we've got one more box to grab from the Forest of Present. I could have sworn there was a sword I could get. My memory's failing me. I actually cannot wait to do this side quest for you guys, but if I'm being honest, that is one of the hardest side quests, and I am nowhere near prepared to do it. Okay, go to the present. What's a real shame is that this town is gone. It's kind of tragic in its own way. Okay, just double checking. No free shelter for me. Might have been in the past forest, but... Ah, they blocked us. We can't get the chest over there. And I'm gonna take my frustration out on these nonsense. On these nonsenses. Yay, a potion! There's actually one other side thing that we can do before we decide to go back to the Enlightened Age. What we need to do... See, if I could just remember all of this, I'd be able to get it done more efficiently. Now, if you remember correctly, there is a person. This guy. I got some spiced jerky, but I've been saving it for a special occasion. Alright, let's buy it. Now there's a customer with good taste. Here you go. Bada boom. Okay. So we just spent a lot of money on jerky. But it will be well worth it, for sure. One more trip into the past. And we won't have to do so much walking eventually as well. And you'll see why. But that's also later. What we want to do is go to the elder's house and talk to her. Is that not spiced jerky that you're carrying? Might you part with it for 10,000 gold pieces? Well, anyway, we can say yes and take her life savings. Or we can give it to them for free, which is important. Truly, oh thank you. I thought kindness and sharing gone from this world altogether. I'll teach my children from your example. There are greater things in life than money. And that, in and of itself, has repercussions. Everything that we do in the past has repercussions. Slowly but surely, sometimes the effects are immediate, sometimes not. But I'll show you what that did. So we come to the past. Now, this is important, but not for right now. I wish my husband were just a touch less generous. I mean, it wouldn't kill him to save a little for us, would it? My dad is my favorite person in the whole world. Already, things are so much different for them. I love my daddy. Help the needy, share and share alike, thinking about making that the town motto. So we've improved this entire family life. Everybody says Daddy's magnanimous, but he just says he's big-boned. So we just improved the life of a family, and that will have even more future repercussions for us later. But enough of that nonsense. It's time to go to antiquity. If you might remember, this is where we were thrown into the seal and shut out. So we can go this way. But the passageways are sealed to us as well. So we must go another direction. But before we do that, time to equip those items that we got. If we give her the suit that her father gave her, not only will it make her faster, but it'll increase her speed and her fire resistance. So she gets that suit. And we want to give her the blue plate, which means that she's totally immune to water damage. And give this, the white plate, to Chrono, which means he is completely immune to lightning damage, or light damage, however you want to classify it. Actually, let's see if we can consider giving them different items. We can give him the speed ring, or the magic ring, or the barrier ring. I'm trying to consider what to give him. Might as well give him the speed ring since it's just essentially an upgrade for him. But now we are here in the Earth Cave. This is Elgeti, the village of the Earthbound. We Earthbound ones were banished from Zeal because we are possessed of no magical talents. Might I interest you in some goods? Well, yes, good sir, you may. He sells quite a lot of cool stuff. Like a new sword! And a new bow. You definitely want the new sword. And a new helmet. We don't need the armor because we've already equipped everyone in better armor. So we can go ahead and buy them new weapons as well. Considering if I need anything else. Buying some high potions. Let's go ahead and equip our stuff. And there we go. She could use... We don't need the sight scope. That's just something for you guys to see, really. Let's... Gonna give her... the barrier ring. No, I'm gonna give her the magic ring. Just because that would be more important. Okay. So we've got some new equipment and stuff. Everything's all good. Hey, people in charge. The Queen has installed the Mammon Machine in the Ocean Palace in an attempt to absorb Lavos' energy. But is there not peril in such a thing? The Guru of Life said as much, but it only led to her to imprison him upon the Mountain of Woe. I fear there's little we can do. The Guru of Life said that young Lord Janus possessed power within him exceeding even that of Lady Shala. But then the Queen lost her mind, and the young Lord grew to hate that power and all the suffering it causes Lady Shala. Now he hides it, denies it, and shuts it from his thoughts. These people know a lot for people who aren't, like, magically imbued. When will Lady Shala come and play with us again? The three Gurus and Lady Shala are near the only ones who do not treat us as inferior. Well, no, you guys are pretty cool. Why would anyone do that? The Mud Beast Den is dangerous. You shouldn't play around, Dio. Would you like to rest here for the night? Well, that's a free place to stay, but no, we don't need it. In times past, the Enlightened Ones and the Earthbound Ones lived as one. But not anymore, we can assume. The Guru of Life voiced opposition to the Queen's plan, and so he was banished to the Mountain of Woe. This tunnel connects to a Mud Beast Den, and beyond the mouth of the den lies the great chain that anchors the Mountain of Woe to the earth. So, we need to find the Guru of Life, because he seems to be the only one here who's tried to oppose the crazy nonsense. Well, the only one except for us, and we kind of only opposed it because the Prophet threw us under the bus. So, let's go ahead and pick up that strength capsule, and then make our way through the den. Shouldn't be too hard at all. Yeah, it's not gonna be too hard. Just like that. Things here are gonna drop money and experience like nobody's business. However, we will have to see that for a later time, guys, because it's time to wrap up the episode. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you stick in for the next one. Take care, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.